Alright. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that really anti-time. The power definitely has to do something with it. I would say that I still need to see somebody having above 65% drafting soups only. Because from what I've seen, like the best win percentages in this format are still from either like Dragon Lane when the meta was right for it, or Mardu Lane right now. Like there was a point in this format where Dragons was really good, like insane strategy because nobody knew it. Yeah, now it's different because it's hard to get those cards, right? So you can often end up in a. I guess that's maybe the reality. You go dragons and then your fail case is a soup without globes, which is not that bad of a fail case. So maybe you can view it that way, and then that still gets you enough wins. And then whenever you get a dragon deck, um, you just have a good deck, right? I go from the other standpoint. I try to be aggro, but whenever aggro pays, I draft a soup, a sort of soupy deck, like more value based deck, but it's white based. So it's kind of similar, but I go from not trying to go big by default, but go aggro. And the fail case is also pretty safe. And I think that's why both strategies can work in this format. That's how at least I understand this format, but you cannot do well if you read signals though. In that a sense, you read signals staying in your lane, but you don't want to be completely open. I think that's gonna hurt you actually in this format. A cream soup. I think people that draft like the right way, quote unquote, like stay too open for too long in this format are gonna actually get punished. Because you need to know your priorities, which camp you want to be in, either big or aggro. That's not necessarily bad, because it's a different skill. It's a different concept and a different skill, and there's still a lot of decisions with the picks. What's better, Descendant or Devotee? I actually like this card a lot, by the way. I would play it in Jeskai. But I mean, I'm taking one of these. Probably Descendant because it's harder to get it. And this card, if you put me on a play, I'm taking Descendant over Mardu Devotee. If you put me on the draw, I probably take Devotee. I mean, the fail cases for this are way worse, right? It's maybe a fun route to go. But this sometimes wheels. It's such a more narrow way to go. So here I'm on Vanguard. Now they already have a descent. Although having multiple descent could be kinda something to build around. Maybe take some sort of tricks higher, like the first striking trick. Scale is good, but it's not as important in go white decks. Just take two. I could see that because often I end up in black. People did mono. I think mono white might be the most viable one, but mono red feels alright. It's just often there's not reasons. We could try it for the funsies if it's gonna get there. I'm not gonna force. Well, I'm taking the turtle if it gets passed to me though. First ever blue white. There's not really a compromise to make. Like turtle is an insane card. You could say like, okay, Saga Wildling or this, but that doesn't go with our first pick either way. So I'll just take a bump. Well, somebody that drafts Boros. I think I would pass turtles over certain uncommons like War Efforts and Frontline Rush, but I still like specking on stuff like that. I think funky archetypes are possible if you're in the right seat. I really like a 4-bar. That card just hits hard. Punishes tap lands. 6 damage. You play 2 tap lands, 6 damage. Let's go. I don't think anything is... Okay, Assistant is a good card, but it's so awkward to be... I mean, you don't need it in black-white. You need it in other black decks more. We could go Jeskai based, then the dragons are fine. I'm not the biggest fan of Denial in a deck like that. It's better in Stompy or whenever you're not tapping out. So I think I'm on either of these, or if we go mono white, just Rebellious Strike. Should we ever try mono, chat? Then I'm taking the strike. Yeah, upside. But I think for mono you have to decide if you want to have that sort of fun. Well, we could maybe... I mean, white is completely open. Pack Beast pick 6 is crazy. So we could maybe go for that. We have like a good start for mono white. Yeah, but I don't think turtle is really... It adds that much to aggro. It's... You play it, but... It's also double blue. Pack Beast is a better card. Even if we were blue-white than the turtle. Because it's a 1 mana 4-3 draw card. That's hard to replace. Taking maneuver. Like, scale is way better again in decks that don't have anything to do early. Don't want to add to the board early. I think you limit yourself if you pass the mana on turn 2 in a deck like that. Maybe I'm now too dragged into mono. Okay, here it's interesting. We could still draft Boros, then Wild Right is a good card, but we want to play these. These are serviceable both. I mean, even Whisper, even that. Probably Agent. Have card advantage in these two cards. Yeah, I'm bad. My English bad. So you just have to use imagination when I'm speaking. Wait, no, I want to do that. Wait, what about a Celestia deck with a like basically mono white light splash charge? Like we're not passing on anything. Sometimes Ranger is fine. It actually has a high win ratio. I'll just maybe I'm memeing now too hard. But if white is open, this is actually an insane splash, light splash. Okay, that wheeled anyhow. Yeah, charge with you basically go charge, turtle, rebuy charge in the same turn. Could be banned. Could be banned. Welterate is a better card, but we don't have a reason for red. Wait, Snakeskin now? Bro. Why are you doing this to me, Arena? First ever Celestia. This card I like actually. I mean, red is not really their underdogs were late, but people underestimate. Well, never mind. It won't let me. Arena won't let me do that. Wait, we could do this though. But man, but this is like one of the most broken rares. Well, Jeskai, I think we like double blue will be hard. We can splash the cutter, which is a little bit worse on the splash. You're on Heirloom. I think we still profit more from doing that. Because we can easily splash it in Jeskai. Stay away from red. Heirloom doesn't draw a lot in these sort of decks though. Nah, I'm taking the cutter. Cutter is just so crazy. Sharkan, we don't have dragon. Well, we do have a dragon. So this card is pretty awkward usually. Blitzard I really like, but I might be on Evolving Wilds. Just to make sure we play our blue cards as well. I think I want to be this deck. Light splash cutter, and we get to play the turtle, and that the quality is great. Yeah, just for the flurry, but it usually doesn't work on many stingies. It's just like kind of a liability, I would say, more often. I'll take a land here. But there's our new way forward. A little bit expensive, but we have maneuver already. Leaning toward mid-range. Yeah, I mean, we can set up double spell still, so we're cheap enough. Like, this makes us double spell. The snake. Yeah, I have. It's pretty busted, but... Okay, need a dragon. For the curve purposes, we have focus the mind. I think one focus the mind is where you want to be. We have other ways to generate card advantage. I love this card. So good. We need some... Well, devotees don't help. Man, it's crazy that like Jessica devotee is awkward here. Because we're only light splashing, right? So basically need to get by... Okay, Mardu devotees would be good still. Because they're cheap for flurry. And they splash for white. I mean, they help us cast multi-spell with white and splash red. Easy land, right? Because we're blue-white main. I want to play the... We could move away from blue. But turtle is pretty good. And land kinda does similar things. So anyhow. Let's try the Bellringer. It has a high win ratio, and if it works somewhere, it works in this deck. Do I ever play a Strite? It's good on the Ds. It actually kind of looks alright on in this deck. It's good for double spelling. I don't think we want to play the Brushmaster. We'll see. I'm gonna put it there. Don't think we want a 5-drop because we have 2 already. Maybe this for the curve purposes, even though I don't necessarily like the card that much. Well, you get that anyhow if we need it. This is not that bad of a card. It's just that it's expensive and gets in the way of your curve sometimes. You're fine. I'd rather play Sun Shield than Lancer. This is actually okay-ish. Two drop. We got it. We need a 2-drop. This is a 5-drop potentially anyhow. I don't think this is one of the best commons in white, but it competes with so many things. Like Pack Beast is more important. Detainment is a removal. Mardu Devotee also debatably more important. But a good card. Oh, let's go. Devotee is too good. For double spelling, for fixing. This is not a great denial deck, even though this card is kinda okay-ish in a lot of decks. Like really good in Stompy. Do we need another maneuver? Wish we had a bird. The 2/2 bird. Yeah, probably land. Even though we kinda don't need more lands, but it's actually debatable. 3, I guess we play. 4th one is debatable if we even want it, because now we're talking this. But I guess we have more than one splash. That's fine. And we need the cutter. The earlier we have it, the better. There's more lands, but at this point, maybe Elder or another maneuver. I don't think we need 2 maneuvers in this deck, although we are lacking removal. Rebuke on the splash. Sentinel. I don't know. I guess I could see it. I think I'm still on this. Or I guess Elder. I like Elder, I think. As a one of, although we might still see more of Elders. Should I just play the, we don't have big creatures, but if I had one more Pack Beast, I would consider this, because for 4 mana it's good enough. But we really don't have big creatures. So maybe the 2/4. We're not the main red. Bird Dragon. I think Dragon is, our mana might be fine for the Dragon. Another Whisper. But another Whisper is only good if we get the Steel Cutter, and then we need the mana as well. So Bird doesn't look that terrible. Getting back the, we can get back some stuff even if Cutter dies. We can discard the Cutter and get it back. Ooh, the Monument. I like Monument here. It can get a Monument back. Sometimes you just want to go wider. Is this still good enough? Well, we could have 2 charges. Well, we can go white with Descendants. I don't think we're playing anything else either, because we have focused the mind already. So maybe if we determine we can go wide enough. There's not many cards that go wide here, though. We have the other cards, so just take the 1/4. Ooh, we might play both. This would be so much better if we had another Pack Beast, because it's kind of, it's really good with Pack Beast, but not that great with other cards. Well, 4-Bear works with it. This might be player. Well, never mind. It's on a double splash. Just take that from somebody. Have 2 Rangers. I'm never playing. I'm even like considering not playing the second one. 21. I like that. So definitely first Whisper, first Focus. Are never a cut. We have 1 maneuver. These are all fine. I'll play 1 Ringer. I'm hesitant to play the second one. Maybe it's actually the Strike and try to cook with Ascendants like that. I never seen that card be good, but if it's this could be the deck. Also imagine, well, I guess it's not even that great on the Storm Shell. 1 more Whisper. I don't completely hate the Sun Shield. Let's see how our mana looks. So this is 9. And this is, well, it's more than enough. So maybe even like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then one more. Well, we don't need more than 9 white. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I ever play 16 lands? Now I wish I had a Sentinel. It's just the mana is a little bit concerned to me here. But that's kind of work in this deck, that is true. It's good on 4. If you get it on 4. Maybe I go back to 17. It is kind of 18 with Monument, but sometimes we don't want Monument early. Okay, we just need to find a blue source. I think we gotta keep it because it gives us Pack Beast on 3. Although we need then a land also from the top. Okay, they have the... They have the Nile because there was nothing up when we attacked. Or do I still play around the Elder? Need any land? No. That's actually fine. But we need a land. Are they ever gonna double block? That kinda is weird, but... Well, I guess that now that doesn't punish us that much if they double block. Actually, we might just attack both. Fine. There's denial, it seems. Bro, how awkward is the mana? We're technically 2 colors. I mean, we have better mana than a 2-color deck without fixing, and we're getting... They did use that to disrupt the plan. Get nothing back. Okay, let's go. What do you even get here? Probably red still. Best Body Elder. Mad Moses, what's up? What's up? Ooh. Ever or even this and block, but it's probably just swing now. We even up the dragon power. Dragon Zord. Any specific mana we want up, I guess we cannot choose. I really like the aesthetics of Jeskai. Like Jeskai has the best looking dragon. It has the best looking what's that, like 3 Brit card double. And Jeskai has a turtle. Turtle is not necessarily just Jeskai. Might be more teamer than Jeskai. No, they ramp. What a scam. There's no way to stack that to get it 2 times in a turn. Must block. Ooh. I think we just go for the win. We know there's denial. There was no Elder. They could still be Elder if they drew it now. It's actually a good question. This doesn't give me... Well, if I put it here, it's probably... No, it's not lethal. So I guess we just turtle it up. We had another red. We win here. This is not bad. Not a bad compromise. That's a lot of sentinels. Well, they are in more than just Jeskai colors. I guess it doesn't matter. Couldn't make a token. Well, I guess I could have... No, but then they would block the biggest creature, so I guess there was no lethal. Wait, what if I hasted the bird? Maybe that was the play. I think hasting the bird was the play that I missed. But I don't know if I had the mana because I only had one red. Is Elder played a lot? I like it in decks that are not soups, but most blue decks end up soups, so I'm in a way tempted to keep because we have a decent play. I think I'm gonna keep because also like we have red mana and then we have 9 planes or something, like 9 planes actually, which is quite a lot. And if I didn't have obviously a high toughness creature early, I probably would have to mull. But now we're good. It's Bellringer time to shine. Maybe the stats on this creature are just fine, like as a 1/4. Well, that's okay. If that's their turn, I'm okay with that. Camel time. I liked it early in the format. I haven't played it in a while, but it's just a fun card. Good versus that. They might like the sack. I don't know if I like that much. I'm going the Storm Shell. They didn't have a counter last turn. Probably even don't mind the trade. And I think they want to take the trade here. No? I know this draws 5 cards, but we're just gonna have to discard. And they might even decide to not go for it. And they can sack it in response, so it doesn't really work, right? If there's an Earth Carver. 7/7. That's actually awkward. We can double kill it. Do we need a land? Probably not. This for... It's not like we do anything different with the turtle than what we did here, but we added more to the board. Sure. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, turtle goes in now. It's crazy. Elder's such an MVP actually. Well, do we even need it? I think I want to kill the Earth Carver either way. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what we draw. What if I just let this die? Kill that, play that. That's the play, right? And then just try to one-shot them. These. There's some sequencing issues. Well, it's not that big of a deal. I can go Monument into Devotee Kingguard on 3 because Devotee fixes for white. I could Devotee this turn, tap land, and then I have these two. That's another, like, it's kind of neat to scry here, isn't it? Although, not really. I do get 3 creatures by the next turn, but I need an untapped land. So it does give me more creatures if I really want to care about not losing to aggro. In that sense, I like it. I don't think scry is that important here. This I like. Don't mind either. I like the Descendant because we can play Monument and play it out for cheap. Nightblade is a good card, but Elder stops it completely. So I think this is just a defensive play. Play the Descendant, take another hit. I like that. I don't think we're in that of a hurry. Then we get Monument and can have Strike and, well, we don't get both, but they also have to be careful to not give us free 1/1s. If they use removal, that taxes their turn. Sure, sure. Is there anything for 1 white? Which makes things somewhat awkward. No, it's not really that awkward. We still kill the brigade. Oh, the snare, okay. I mean, it's not completely devastating, but could have played around that. I maybe need to do this. Get a land. Which I guess we kinda got. Well, it depends. Depends. I don't like that they're getting value. We cannot refuse that. That's a problem. We just, I mean, our deck is lacking removal either way, so. Okay, this makes it now, if they get a land, pretty hard. I think it's just bird here. And a good play. Get the sweep back. So there might be the protection, which we cannot do much about. I guess versus the protection we want to make versus the duty beyond that. We want to make this block potentially. Still, it's rough. It's gonna be hard to beat it. And if there's anything else, fire form. Oh man. Oh, how freaking insane are the new rules here with fire form. We cannot use that to kill it. I guess first strike damage first. Okay, it works. It works. Yeah, but the first strike's the worst. I mean, we have to go for that. I know they can have something, but you gotta get rid of something here. Oh wait, they forgot to sack even. Or maybe they have something to play. They just forgot. Could just go here and hope they don't get a land. It's too high of an upside. Gain some life. We're not completely dead if they have a land. I'm gonna block one token, so then they have to decide. But I guess double blocking the bearer also makes a lot of sense. We only lose one, and then they're forced to pump. Okay, they figured it out, but this is the block we make. And this bearer is gonna eat us alive because we don't have removal. Need to maneuver. Wow. Go here. Beast. Are we even alive if we go that? Maybe we gain one life. Oh, but the pumps are then too good if we don't eat enough. But this we're just dead too. Good monument crack, but the blocks are so bad that we lose the board. This at least we eat some stuff if they only pump. Don't think we're dead yet. We go to still probably have a good attack all, but we're not dead, and they have to pump. This at least we force them to pump if they and then trade something. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 go through. 3 1/1s go through, which is 6 damage. I think that gives us the best shot. Tactician has been such a house, it's crazy. Okay. So we're probably not beating duty beyond that, but I didn't have it the other turn. So I guess this is one way to block. We keep the pack beast, but we could trade the pack beast. This way we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we keep the pack beast and we keep the Brushmaster, which means backswing gets 6. They gain 2 life here. I think I like that. Might well, they gain 2 life is the awkwardness. We have a lot of damage. And we got rid of the barrier. I don't think it's lethal though. If we get a plus, well, wait. That's definitely the play. And then I can do both still. Any mathematician in the chat? So I can find red. I think we have it. I can equip the, but then I don't attack with the. It's better to just play that and equip. And it's 10. Yeah, that's lethal. Easy game. It's just double checking. Oh, look at that. A play. Well, when this deck goes off, it goes off quite well. 7, 10, lethal. Bro, this equipment, stupid. Is it the best card in the set? It doesn't fit all the decks, but when it works, it might be the best card in the set because it's almost unbeatable when you double spell on turn 3 with it or turn 4. Or you're just playing paper, yeah. I mean, sometimes it keeps you more sane if you if you don't play that much Magic. I'll just make tokens, free stuff, free value. Okay. So you could go Ringer Monument next turn, but then we don't play anything this turn. Well, I could just attack and make another 1/1. Doesn't really interfere with our plan here next turn. Okay, wow, okay, that's even better. They might have Whale and kill our stuff, but what can you do? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense how they block, but it's still a 1-for-1. So it's not that crazy. I have a box as well, Mike, or few boxes from Direct, but I just don't find time to to draft, or somebody, just people don't show, the others don't have time whenever I have time. But I'd be up. It's just the logistic right now are a little bit hard because I'm somewhat busy all the time, and then whenever I have some spare time, I don't usually play Magic. But maybe if we figure it out logistically, it's more on me. I have to manage my time basically. That touch trick, I'll probably take it this turn because then I have that up. Well, I can start here unless I really want a double spell. And then decide if I go here. Bird. What does the bird say? What does the fox say? Bird is not bad on this board. I could just go this, kill the champion, or contest the champion with maneuver up. Maybe we need to give them a card here. Double blocking is awkward because we lose Ringer, and Ringer is good on this board. I'm not using that. I think it looks like a dead touch trick. Okay. So if I go tokens, I don't get anything cheaper. If I go this, the camel is actually cheaper. Which I think actually makes sense here. Okay, so it was just Exhale up. I'm glad we didn't use that. We would get blown out. And a complicated game now that we're flooding this hard. Eight lands. Have some good draws. A lot of good draws. We haven't drawn our card advantage yet. Except just like 1-for-1s. This back or that. That's complicated now. So 4, we can start with that. We're actually low. We're really low. It didn't look like they're doing much, but they're doing enough. This card, they 2-for-1 here, 2-for-1 with the champion. We're good if there's no removal. This doesn't count as a spell. But we might get a land and do both, so. Three, 6. Doesn't really change the clock if we attack with 1. In theory, it's hard to say though, because a lot might happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. This is like these two are lethal this turn. Oh, and we have the 1-4 as well, so lethal just with the pump. So they see it. It's a little. I'd rather have them not see it because then we might just steal it. Now they can go for some attacks, gain life or something. Oh yeah, that's annoying. That's really annoying. But then we, huh? No, then we have. Well, okay, they're gonna go on the life linker probably, unless they have something. This because we basically. Oh, okay, yeah, that's awkward. We basically block here to prevent 4, and then eat that, eat here, and then it gets complicated. So in theory, this works if they have nothing. I could make other blocks, but I'm not sure. We're dead if they have removal. We're dead if they have a trick, probably. Well, not if they. Well, if they have a +3/+3, they kill the flyer. I guess I can give them 2 life and risk the death toucher that doesn't die to the. Or I could make. Wait. I can make. I guess I give them life here. I can make this, but it doesn't really change the reality that we still lose to a removal. Fine. We lose to the snare, yeah. I don't know. I guess I could have. This wouldn't help. I guess I needed then. Yeah. Like it would be minus value blocks. So I don't know. Because it doesn't get really that much better next turn if they gain value there, unless we top deck a removal. Okay, if there's a, but I didn't want to. If there's a duelist, I would use the Elder, otherwise we just give them the info. I'll just pass. This could come up. What an annoying start. So I could kill the 1/1. For basically our both creatures to live. I think that's the play. Because then we have Pack Beast next turn. Kind of weird play, but because what's our plan otherwise? Top deck. Maybe I need 16 lands. We're really flooding out like crazy. It has to do a lot that we're drawing a lot. So maybe because of the cantrips, we just want to play less lands. It's still insane for them. Doesn't help that I don't know how we answer the 3/3 now. This is not that bad for us though. Free block. We're still on decently healthy life total. I mean, I kind of explained it, didn't I? So we could play the Pack Beast out and lose one less creature. Otherwise, we would just not play the Pack Beast. Which sets us way further behind. They keep the... Well, they don't keep the Vanguard, but we lose a creature. We don't get a Pack Beast. So we would have to lock out, basically. This is good if with how defensively do we play here. I also like the dragon next turn. This I don't hate completely. Putting it here, I know if they kill it, but if they kill up that creature, then they don't kill other creatures. Would make this attack that 7 play that out when a lot can go wrong. I'm gonna play this out still. We have enough to do next turn. We can return this 3 and draw. They kill it, we can put counters on something. This card is so hard to beat when, when you don't have a removal. Doesn't end up in the yard and we lose the straight, but okay. He still killed our worst creature. I think I'm playing too many lands. Bro. Gotta start doing something, but then we're not really, well, like we gotta keep that back. Tap would be good. New way forward would be insane. We have some really good raw sweep. Shrine Keeper potentially. Probably just gotta jump here. Doesn't get really better. Okay, okay. I'll pass, but let's not play a land out. Because Shrieker is a card. Okay. Wow, that's bad. Well, we at least have that. We gotten 2 cards out, but okay. If you're drawing a lot, you're gonna see your lands. Something you just have to accept. That's why maybe less lands is better. Still not in a great great shape, but we really drew horribly. Only 4 lands left. Sweep would be by far the best draw. I think we gotta take that. Well, so if I tap that down, so they're dead, but they might have something. We're not dead on the, well, in theory, we're not dead on the backswing. I think I'd still rather have that because we have lethal either way. So if they kill this, we have 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm trying to play around stuff, but yeah. Theory, it's a win. I'd rather have other cards. Okay, okay. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but this is like, if they have something like that, it's a reinsurance to then block still. Because they could have just easily killed the dragon and win on the backswing. That's the idea. I don't know. Not that it matters that much. That was a game. Should I remove a land? But then again, does it really make that big of a difference? We were really on the bad side of variance here. That will happen. And see, we have a lot to do with the mana. It's true. It's a decent hand. Minus a red source though. I like probably pumping because counter spells. I mean, pumping just making a 1-1. You could make an argument that 3 power is just too much to add. But it's way worse if they counter it. Okay, now we add power. Kind of in a weird shape if they play a dragon here. Because we don't have interaction yet. Pack Beast is insane. Pack Beast and creatures is all you need in white aggro. Okay, so they take a lot here. I'll go this first because it plays around the counter. Just go wider at this point. But I like the extra damage here. Oh, the upraiser. Well, it is lethal then if they don't kill us. But a lot can go wrong. This card sucks versus the 1/4. I mean, there are 1 mana spells, but this is so good if it goes through. Pretty awkward spot, like insanely bad spot. No, we cannot play that game really anymore. It's too late because this is also attacking. We're fine preventing that, but yeah, it would be nice to kill that. We didn't really lose much value-wise, but the tempo here is pretty devastating. Shit. Probably have to tap the... I think we're gonna lose this one. They have too much stuff going on now. Yeah, and also really random cards. Because they're just expensive. The issue is, I think we still play this thingy out. Man, they gain 2. Have to, I don't know what we need to draw. They're just too far ahead. And they're gaining life is the awkward part. Otherwise, we could kinda try to burn them out. But now that doesn't work anymore. I'm drawing 2 cards, but fine. Now we're drawing 4, but taking 2, potentially taking 4. 3, I mean, we just lose to any card. So they have a play with that. And they have 4 mana. And they got a card here, so it's impossible. Like, it's really impossible that they didn't draw a single spell. I guess we keep, but at least we have the mana and Ringer on. This is one of our most expensive hands. Cannot really mull this. I'll go. Wait, it can hit a lot if they don't have a play. They have a play. Well, now we just. Well, now we just. This is interesting. An interesting situation. That sucks. This card is really hard to beat. Depends on what their deck does. So this doesn't really help us that much. They attack. We want to double spell double blue if we want to pump double white. Yes, we can still pump. So if I want to play around counter, I can just doing both play this and make a token. Otherwise, these two are fine. It looks like a counter. This, by the way, bypasses the hexproof, although they still need to attack. And when they attack, it's the tap dragon anyhow. You just pump. No, we cannot focus if... well, this is good for us. We cannot focus if they have a counter spell. But yeah, otherwise... But it kind of looks like they have a counter, so... Oh, it's the denial. Which doesn't work now. It's the denial what they have. Now they have that up. So I guess if I go this first... I could also just respond to the dragon draw. But if I go this first, they denial it. They don't get a dragon this turn. We get a good attack in. And we still play the focus. That seems good enough. Because now we restrict the dragon this turn, which is pretty good. Bloody Sunday, what's up, what's up? Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? See what we get. Might want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Depends, but probably I want the double red still. No, we're not alchemying. We're actually normie drafting. I got wrecked in alchemy too hard. I can only win in a normal draft. You did alchemy. I don't hate this for the dragon. And if they counter it, we deal 3. Other play would be that, and no, I like this play. What would that mean? They go to 2. I could sack one of these, so they're kinda... I don't want to get rid of the... This I don't hate completely, because then if they have another removal, they cannot just kill it. We lose 1 token, but they lose 4 and we draw a card. I don't want to lose the ringer. Yep. So this means we push some damage through. They're just drawing a bunch, but now we have now we just have it. This deck is lower in removal. That's the only issue. Otherwise, it's such a fun deck to play. Okay, go here. Go here. We might as well go. Wait, 3, 3, 2, 6, 3. Better. We don't actually kill them. Now they're forced to block this. Dargon, but they're dead on board. Probably have to mull this. Hopefully we win the thingy. I think the deck deserves it. Yeah, we have 2 useless cards. Wouldn't be that bad to maybe try to bank on a land, but then we need a red source, then we don't have blue. But this combo is not bad. Okay. Maybe don't need strike that badly. I also kind of want another white, but what about one descendant out? We're on the draw, by the way. But strike doesn't do that much alone. It's either land or strike. Now we have to make a decision here. Probably just 1-1 actually. Oh wait, that's a combo. I have flyers. They're gonna have flyers. Hmm. There's more of descendants. Well, it made 3 tokens. Dealt 4 damage, 5 damage, or 5 because the token dealt damage. I don't want them to counter anything, so it's probably better to play that first. Well, I guess if they have removal, I can play a turtle out. But I'm gonna pump. If they have removal pre-combat, it's not that bad if they counter that. Because there was a scenario where they pre-combat killed that. 3, 4, 5. Where they pre-combat kill that and then we play this out. Sure. Oh, they don't have anything else. Do we go for max damage? I think we go for max damage. Descendant soloed this game, literally. Okay, final boss. Come on. For Jeskai. For all the tempo believers. We got a trophy this. Also, our rank goes to shit if I lose. Because 82% is pretty low. Like this, on the play. Go white. It's actually a good question, but probably we just make a... you usually get rewarded by just using the Descendant, and we're going white. You'd have to have a good reason not to do that, like 3 power to the board instead of 1. Okay, here is just... well, it's close. Ringer into... Also goes under a counter spell. We can possibly double spell if we get a... If we get any white or blue spell, or even red spell. But we don't have a lot of cheap red stuff. Needs to be 3 or less. Because of Ringer. Wait, can I do... I can do this and pack beast. That's kinda crazy. I do miss a land draw, but... I mean, I don't have a turtle potentially next turn. Oh, no way. I do have a tap land here. This makes it 2 cheaper now. Wow. I actually like that here, huh? Land we don't need. We play a tap land now. It's close. It might not do enough, but... Why Stride? I mean, Stride doesn't even read that bad, but I think why it's bad is because there's just so many dragons at top end and flying doesn't matter that much. We might keep the turtle. So we could still play the turtle here. If I go here, I don't think I care if they kill that now. How do they even... I mean, I guess they could scale it, but then we'd play the turtle. And that means no counters. I'll just play it out because they can kill the ringer with something weird. Although, counter spells. Also, why, like, there's no chance they kill a ringer or anything else. It's fine. I like the trade, the turtle gets better. Yeah, there's just 0 chance they kill the the ringer. That's like something... It's easy to tunnel yourself, but they literally both 4 toughness. That's fine, we still get 3 cards. So I don't think we use that, even though it does thin the library, but if we get any land, we can make tokens. Which kind of works out now. I mean, we need to play the land, that's what I wanted to say. I could play the dragon out. No, it's just better to make tokens. We didn't even need to draw a land, but we needed to play a land out. Oh, I could have fetched a... That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. Sloppy. We still had a mountain. Okay. Yeah, that was really sloppy. Just matters for next turn. That's fine. I think I like just the dragon this turn. I could just say this because it cannot get countered by unless they have a dragon. And then we have a double spell. Not even that insanely bad. If they counter, if they actually have a counter. But now we can do both. Because we just get the red man out of the way. Let's go. Almost like, I mean, it wasn't that close, but I don't like that I gave the chances away there. What explorer deck would I recommend? I'm not like really that into explorer. The last time I played it, there was just a lot of variety. Like mono red is an option. Now probably there's a curry cutter deck, like an is it curry cutter that I haven't really played with. But it's more like what you like if there's a format that has different options. So if you're saying you don't want to play long games, aggro might be your option.